right, folks, this is Sherman Ray, and this is the Nevada Conservative Podcast. I don't know why I can never get that right, but I got it right today. Want to welcome you all to the broadcast today. Guys, we've got a great one today. We really do. You're going to really enjoy this broadcast today. We're going to be talking today about why Americanism really still matters. You know, people keep telling us about how socialism is the future, yet the people pushing it have never, ever lived under it. Meanwhile, the same system has lifted billions out of poverty is the one the world still copies. Today, we look at why Americanism still matters to the world, why capitalism keeps winning the results contest, and why Trump's deportation, come on, you guys, may actually be a net positive to Mexico, guys. I'm really excited about this show today. So when we get back, folks, we're going to talk all about it. This is Sherman Ray. This is Nevada Conservative. We're back. Just a second. I don't have anything on my face, do I? I've got to make sure I've got nothing on my face, guys. My wife tells me about that all the time. She goes, honey, you need to really check your face, make sure you've got nothing on your face before you get on the broadcast. Hey, folks, this is Sherman Ray. This is the Nevada Conservative Podcast. Thank you all for being a part of the broadcast today, guys. Today, we've got three really great topics to talk about, and especially now because we're in the election season, guys. I mean, we're in the election season, and so many people are just confused. I mean, they literally are confused. I've got people who get on the posts that we post almost every day, and I can tell these folks have no idea what they're talking about, but they're so sure. I mean, they're very sure of the things that they talk about, and so we're going to do a lot of clarification today, and I hope that you can share this with your friends. Okay, that's all we ask you to do. Before we get going too much further, do me a favor, guys. Hit that subscribe button. There's a subscribe button over here someplace. Hit that subscribe button, and that way, every time we do a brand new show, you can actually be notified of it. Some folks are waiting, and they actually will ask a lot of questions in the comment section. Go ahead, I will answer those, folks. We'll get on that and answer those for you. Or you can write to us. You can write to us directly at thenevadaconservative@gmail.com. That's thenevadaconservative@gmail.com. We'd love to, and we're on all the socials. We're on YouTube and Truth and Spotify and Rumble and that kind of stuff. Facebook, our Facebook page is just blowing up. I'm just so excited about that, and it's all because of you guys. It really is. I'm just a humble servant, guys. I just put out stuff that hopefully people will enjoy, and so we just hope that that you are sharing it with your friends, and hopefully that things are working out great. So let's get started, guys. Let's talk about why Americanism is so important. Now, this is probably one of my favorite subjects. Our way of living, our free markets, our individual rights, our constitutional limits of powers. It's not just an American preference, guys. It's the operating system the modern world still relies on for progress and security, and it's called Americanism. I mean, that's really what it's all about. What we want to talk about today is why is our form of government, our system, our life so important? Because people want us to change. They want to go on to things like democratic socialism, communism. And guys, this is what there's a reason why there's a waiting line to get into America. There's a reason why other democracies try to emulate us, is because this works. We just celebrated our 250th anniversary as the greatest, I mean, literally the greatest social experiment in history. And after 250 years, guess what, guys? We are still going strong. So I'm so excited about this, okay? Americanism is the practical expression of the idea that people own themselves and that government exists to protect your rights, not to manage the outcomes, okay? All those things that we have on in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, government really is there to say, we will protect the folks to do these things. We don't try to manage your outcomes. That's not the government's job. Government's job is to get out of the way so you and I can do what we want to do in life and become successful at it. The post-WW2 order, technological leadership, reserve currency status, and the ability to protect both soft and hard power all result on that foundation. You know, we came out of these wars and out of these I guess what you would call them is I don't know, social phases in history, based upon the foundation of our American economy, the foundation of who we are as a people. We couldn't have won World War II, guys, if we had been, you know, jumping in bed with the Germans or anything like that. We just wouldn't have done it, because we would have been part of the problem. You know, Hitler wanted to destroy the world. He thought that, you know, that he should rule the world, you know, and we fought bravely so that we could preserve your right to lead your life, not somebody else, you know, at the top of the heap there. Nations and individuals around the world continue to vote with their feet and their capital towards systems that most closely resemble the American model. And we're seeing this all over the place, guys. We're starting to see a shift, not just over in Europe, but we're seeing a shift in Latin America. Because you know what? Many of the Latin American countries that were, you know, dictatorships, okay? Colombia, Venezuela, a lot of many of these Latin American countries are now turning to democracies. They're turning into capitalist democracies too, which is great, and it's amazing. And I don't think they say that enough on TV, where people go, "Oh my gosh, that all the nations around us in the Americas are all capitalists." And so I want to take a real quick aside here, folks. I mean, I know we're going to run along in this segment, but we get a lot of people who talk about how socialism is the way they want to go, and they point to places like Denmark and Norway and Finland and stuff like that. Or they might say something about Europe, and they go, "Oh yeah, there's socialist countries in Europe all over the place." I go, "Guys, none of those places are socialist. Not even one. I mean, Finland is not. Norway is not. You know, Sweden is not. Okay, none of these countries are socialist at all. They're all capitalist. Even those places in Europe, all of them are capitalist. I think there's only 5 countries that are socialist countries. Okay, China is one. North Korea, Laos, Vietnam, and Cuba. Okay, that's really it. Okay, there's only one democratic socialist country, officially a democratic socialist country, and that is India. Okay, so India is the only one. So when these people start popping off and they're telling everybody, "Oh yeah, this is the greatest thing in the world, socialism," I go, "Guys, if it was so great, all these countries would be socialist countries, and they're not. They're all capitalist." Okay, they all practice, and they're trying to be more like America. Why? Because they look at America and they go, they got the #1 reserve currency. Everybody speaks English who wants to be successful in life. Anybody who's gotten anything done successfully, they follow the American way of living. Americanism, guys, guess what is needed in the world? When we decided that we're going to put a man on the moon and advance the space race and all this other stuff, guess what? Everybody just started doing it. And now, and even when we stopped doing it, everybody stopped. And then when we started it again, guess what? They decided they want to do it. The internet, guys, I'm going to point to some innovations that we've had, folks, that are just blockbusters. And everybody all of a sudden goes, yes, America, you're doing it, okay? Because guess what? Innovation doesn't come out of China, okay? Innovation comes out of America. China copies us. I don't care how many people think that China is so great, okay? China doesn't have an original thought in their heads. It's all American stuff. And that goes for a lot of countries. A lot of countries sit there and they go, oh, let's see what the Americans are doing. That's why America is so important. When countries abandon their principles, their central planning, their identity politics over merit, eroded property rights, capital, talent, and innovation leave. When these countries start doing things like this, when they start turning socialist, okay, when they start turning communist, which is socialist's ugly older sister, innovation leaves, and they become like North Korea, or they become like China. China doesn't innovate, guys. They didn't originate the robots. That they make them better. Okay, they really make them better, but they didn't have the original idea. They don't innovate anything. They would have never even thought about that stuff. At the heart of everything is our economic policy, guys, and the way we live, and our government and our constitution that tries to protect all these things. So we're going to do in our next segment, guys. We're going to contrast what socialism really is and what those people who decide that they want you to be socialist, what are they really asking you to do? Okay, so stick around. We'll be back in just a second. The Sherman Ray, Nevada Conservative Podcast. We'll be back just a second. All right, folks, this is Sherman Ray, and this is the Nevada Conservative Podcast. It's funny, I look up at the monitor every once in a while to see what we look like here online, and I didn't see my face. I saw, our banner up there. And so, you can go ahead and stop that. Yeah, that's fine. And I didn't see anything, and I thought, oh my gosh, have we even been broadcasting at all? And it's because we were in a break, that's why. So silly. Anyways, hey guys, this is Sherman Ray, the Nevada Conservative, and thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. And I know a lot of people don't know what my name is. My name is Sherman, okay? And so you can call me Sherman Ray. And so whenever you write to me, you don't have to call me sir or Mr. or anything like that. Just call me Sherman, or just don't call me late for lunch, okay, or late for dinner, okay? Anyways, let's get going, guys. I don't want to go long on this segment, but this is really important, okay? Let's talk about socialism and capitalism. And here's the question I think that most people, maybe I'm the only person that's ever asked this question. Why is it that everybody who asks you to be socialist has never been socialist? Oh, yeah. So I want you guys to understand something. No, there is no member of the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America, who has ever been socialist. No. They're just a bunch of baby kids who seem to think that everybody should be socialist. But none of them, not even one of them, have ever lived as a common, everyday, ordinary citizen as a Democrat socialist. And yet they want you to be one. Okay. Now, here's the thing about it, folks. And I think this is very interesting. Okay. And it's not really funny, but it's very interesting. Is that all the people who espouse and support the Democrat socialists and go, yes, we ought to be socialist, be Democrat socialist. None of them have ever been socialists. Ever. None of them. I don't know of any American who's ever said, yes, I want to be a socialist. I've seen people and heard people, a lot of people actually, who have lived under socialism, who have come to America, who said, no, 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 you do not want to be socialist. To a man, I've never heard anybody say, yeah, guys, that's why I moved here to America. I moved here to America because, I got a little tired of socialism. I got a little tired of it. And, I figured I'd live under capitalism, but hey, yeah, if you want to be socialist again, come on, guys. I'll be like, what is it? One of those, companies that gives you reviews. Yeah, I'll give a 5-star review to socialism, please. Okay. No, that never happens. Why? Because socialism is not even close to being anything compared to capitalism. Socialism is sold repeatedly as the compassionate alternative to capitalism. The historical and present day record shows the opposite. Capitalism, especially the American version of capitalism, has produced the greatest mass prosperity and innovation in human history. Nothing is even close to it. And socialism is not even an ugly cousin. That's socialism, not even a distant ugly cousin. Capitalism's measurable track record. Guys, I want you to write this down because some of you are writing this down, okay? Dramatic reductions in extreme poverty. That's what capitalism brings. A radical reduction, a dramatic reduction. Explosion in life expectancy. So you're going to live longer. Because guess what? Now you go to the doctor. Consumer abundance. Okay, our shelves are more full than my bookshelf behind me here, of food, of towels, of whatever you want. Okay, that's capitalism. Okay, why? Because those shop owners, because those manufacturers want you to buy their stuff. That's capitalism, and you buy it in abundance, guys. And technological leaps that socialists now take for granted. So many of you guys who are socialists, I guess, and I see you guys all the time online, okay? You take certain things for granted that socialism would never produce, okay? How about one of them is this? How about a smartphone, okay? Smartphones, modern medicine, logistics, energy, just the electricity. How about those computers that you sit in front of those sit in front of and your keyboard warriors, okay? You would never have that under socialism. As a matter of fact, you'd probably just be sitting around waiting to die. The world still looks to American-style capitalism when it wants results. Capital, talent, and ideas continue to flow towards freer markets. Really, the freer the market, the more abundance you have. The freer the market, the more innovation you have. The freer the market, the happier people are. Okay? The freer the market, guys, guess what? The better the rest of the world is because of capitalism. Socialism crushes it. It just crushes it. And what they're asking you to do, guys, and this is interesting, okay? They're asking you to bet your children's future on what they've never experienced in their lives. These guys, these people... who is it, El Sayed and all these other people that are running for office, they want you to bet your kids' lives on something that they've never been a part of, and they want you to roll the dice, guys. I live in Las Vegas, guys. That's a crappy bet. I'd never bet that, ever. You'd lose every single time. As we said before, this is a contradiction within the DSA. No prominent DSA figure has lived under actual socialism as an ordinary citizen. They enjoy the fruits. I want you to get this. They enjoy the fruits of capitalism while advocating its replacement. Every one of these guys is a capitalist. Every one of them has a job. I don't know why people don't see this. Every one of them has a watch. Every one of them has a car they drive. Every one of them has a great suit that they wear. All as a result of capitalism, guys. and now and I want to spotlight this one guy, Hassan Piker. Hassan the piece of dung Piker. Specifically, he's a public figure online. He's a socialist. You know, the guy who stands behind El Sayed and he stands next to AOC, and he's got this big crap face look on his face, like, hey, guess what? I'm doing this. He's an influencer. I think it's on Twitch. It's about 3 million followers. He has about 2 million subscribers. That guy is full on capitalist. There's nothing socialist about him other than his mouth. He has an estimated worth of about $3 to $8 million. Did you know that? All you DSA folks that are listening, and you're all following mind numb behind Hassan Piker. This guy is so capitalist. What he's doing is he's pulling the wool over your face. You read some of the stuff this guy talks about. His specifically says, I talk BS because it sells. That's his motivation. He could care less about you. He's making money off of you guys. Don't be stupid. If he is so much a socialist, let him give all of his money away. Let him give it to everybody else. No, do this. Hassan, tell all your people, share my money with everybody else. Because he's got $3 to $8 million. He could feed an entire nation. Or a city at least. Hassan Piker. He lives, earns, and invests inside the capitalist system he critiques. These guys are all a bunch of hypocrites, guys. Especially Hassan Piker. Okay, this guy, if he was such a socialist, okay, he would give away all this stuff. Give it away. He ain't giving away jack. This is ridiculous. I know I get so upset. People do this, folks. If you think that we are right, I want you to speak with your feet, though, guys. You need to do it when you go voting, okay? And in this next segment, guys, we're going to talk about people who I think, I don't know, I think people have been looking wrong at what's been going on with these deportations, because instead of looking at it as a negative thing, folks, I think we need to look at it in a different light. So when we get back, we're going to talk about the Trump administration's mass deportations, and really what Mexico should be doing with all of these people that are coming back to Mexico. This is Sherman Ray. This the Nevada Conservative. We'll be back in just a second. You know, don't you love that bumper music? I do. Don't you? I love it. I love this bumper music. It's just great. Anyways, this is Sherman Ray, and this is the Nevada Conservative. Once again, I want to encourage you folks, if you are digging this podcast, you can actually get it, just the audio. Spotify, we upload this podcast onto Spotify, and you can get it on Apple Podcast, and you can get it all over the place. So just go ahead and Google in the Nevada Conservative. Don't just put in Nevada Conservative. You'll get all of our old stuff then. Get in the Nevada Conservative with Sherman Ray, and you will check out our podcast. So many of you have seen recently, you've seen this mass deportation effort by the Trump administration, sending people back to Mexico. And I thought about this it was something very interesting, because you have people jumping up and down going, no, don't send them back, and everything else like that. And I go, wait a minute, hold it, you guys. I want you to think about the people who have left Mexico. Okay, people who have left Mexico, and some of them have paid a king's ransom to get themselves and their family over here to America. Some of them have walked. Some of them have come here twice, 3 times. All they want to do is earn a buck. That's all they want to do. They want to work because they want to experience the American dream, okay? So let me ask you a question. What does this tell you about a person like that? A person who's willing to walk hundreds, if not 1,000 miles to get to America with no guarantees of what they're going to do, but they know that there is a prospect that they can be and live free. What does that tell you about that person? I think that should tell you all you need to know about that person, okay? You can say all you want about them, that they're criminals and everything else. Okay, yes, they illegally came here, but it tells me a lot about these people, that these people are hardworking, they are desperate, and that they will do anything to become successful, even risk their lives. These are the people that we don't want to leave America to go to some other nation. We want those people to stay in our nation to become citizens. And I'm talking to you, Mexico. These people are the people you want to stay in your country. These are Mexicans who are the good ones. Okay, the ones who decided that they were just too scared and they didn't want to work that hard. Okay, those are the masses. But your business owners, the people who are the entrepreneurs, the people who are the hard worker, laborers, that kind of stuff, those are the people you want to create something for that will help these people start their own businesses. Now, of course, among those, you're going to probably have some riffraff. There's no doubt about it. You're going to probably have some, chain smoking, drug addicts and stuff like that. But the people who paid smugglers risk the journey, and in many cases walk hundreds of miles, demonstrated agency, a risk tolerance, and a work ethic, qualities nations need. So many people have probably recognized this already, is that when you have a mass migration of people like that from your country, that is an intellectual drain from your system. And these are tough. You can't replace these people. I mean, you really can't. So you need to keep these people. That's why, a lot of these athletes that come over here to America from Iran or wherever countries, they have handlers who stick around with them. They go, oh no, we're not letting you guys, because you'll immigrate to America and we will lose the talent that we have. And that's what we're trying to say, you guys. So I know a lot of you people think I'm being very facetious about this, and I'm just being coy about this whole thing. I'm being very, very serious about this, guys. Mexico, you need to wake up and not say to yourself, oh, just let those people go. We don't need those people. Those are the people who you want to keep, okay? The people that are still there, the drug lords and the people that are just kind of sitting around not doing anything. Okay, you're going to have those people all over the place. Those are the 80%. You just let go the 20% who are the hard workers who said, we will risk it all to go to a land we don't know what's going on because we know there's a better way. And I'm being very, very honest about this. I mean, I've got other things written down here that the Democrats are always saying, well, these people, they're, the people who do the less crime and everything else. Okay, whatever. Okay, you're just trying to, you just want votes. Okay, but we are conservatives and we are Christians, and we believe, guess what? That you can look on the other side of this and go, you know what? These people, they broke the law to come to America. Okay, let's find the silver lining here, guys. Let's find the silver lining for these folks and for Mexico. Okay, so once again, I just want to let you guys know it. Okay, Mexico, you need to set up some kind of incentive for these folks to open businesses. Okay, these are the ones that you want to invest in. Okay, not the people that are just still sitting there. Okay, those folks are going to be there. Like I said, the people who are coming back, invest in them. Invest in them because they are going to be your future. That could be your greatest nation. Okay, get off of the remittances. Okay, wean yourself off the remittances. Okay, you don't need that anymore. You need to stand on your own feet. Okay. Anyways, we got to end, guys. We're going to run over. Okay. Anyways, this has been Sherman Ray for the Nevada Conservative Podcast. Thank you guys once again for being a part of the broadcast. I want to encourage you, if you've not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're starting to get some people who are starting to love our our channel, and we thank you so much. Literally, we have thousands of people on Facebook. We want to do the same thing here on YouTube, and the more you love us, folks, the more these videos we'll do. And we actually do a lot of shorts. We're starting to do a lot more shorts on this channel. We will start doing more of that. So go ahead and subscribe. Let us know you love us. And the more, once again, more you subscribe, the more we'll do videos, and the more YouTube will get us out there. Okay, it happened on Facebook, guys. All of a sudden, Facebook says, "You know what? You guys are doing a pretty good job," and they started blasting us out all over the place. All right, so now we're really growing like gangbusters. The American people want to hear, something sensible. Maybe they want to hear Jamaican style. I don't know, but whatever it is, we're giving it to them. Anyways. Thank you once again for being a part of the broadcast, folks. Check us out on Spotify. If you just want to hear the audio, you can go to our website at thenevadaconservative.com, at thenevadaconservative.com, or you can write to us at thenevadaconservative@gmail.com. Okay? Anyways, it's been Sherman Ray for the Nevada Conservative Podcast. Thank you once again for being a part of the broadcast, folks. We will see you again tomorrow for more of the Nevada Conservative Podcast. Peace, folks. Bye-bye.